So it turns out that Zoom screen record absolutely butchers any sort of YouTube video that I was trying to show. My bad, but I will do better next time. Sorry. All right, my lips are very chapped, and I've misplaced my fucking last chapstick, so I'm going like the whole time. I apologize. All right, so let's see. We're gonna be doing a an aesthetic, purely aesthetic based style tier list ranking of the major-ish most prominent names in the last like three three to 4 years of the American circuit, Div 1 men's saber. I'll probably do one eventually for the women's and then for like an international circuit one, but I thought it would be fun to start with ones in blue. Um, yeah, let's just get right into it. So, top, saucy. If you're fucking swagged out as hell, that's where you go. Stylish, you know, you're almost there. There's something holding you back, but you're still looking quite clean on the strip. Joe Schmo, you ain't got no star power, kid. Sorry. And what can you really say about that? It's self-explanatory. All right. First on our list, King, Mr. Daryl Homer himself. I mean, come on, come on. So much power, so much acceleration, and he's just got those juicy, juicy, thunderous thighs. All right. Let's see what else. What else has he got going for him here? Hmm. Fuck it. I'm just gonna pull up the Sydney Sabre compilation, the Epic Sabre compilation. Let's see. Like that flinch. Oh yeah. Acceleration. Terrible music. Let's do better, guys. Yeah, so I mean, he hasn't been flinging as much as of recent. Um, I miss the days that he did. But yeah, come on, look at that. So much speed, covers half the damn strip in like 2 seconds. That's saucy. There's no one saucier than this guy. That's what I think about Daryl Homer. All right, Gabe Armijo, Short King. Oh, did I mix it up? No, I got whatever. We'll do Andrew next. Andrew is a more recent addition to the kind of like the top tier, the big dogs. I think he's obviously very good. Also, side note, um, any adverse opinion I might have on any of these guys' styles, like these are all elite, creme de la creme, a bajillion times better than me. So this is all, they're all fantastic fencers. This is purely just kind of a for fun style video. So just putting that out there. Let's see. Andrew is lefty, unfortunately. So he's not a real person. Fun fact. Let's see what he does. I mean, he's really good at pulling. He's got good style, I think. Hey Mitchell. Hey Grant. Hey Andrew. Hey. He kind of, I don't know. Sometimes he has like a propensity for falling over himself after a missed attack. And that doesn't look that graceful, but it's like, you know, what can you do about that? Happens to everybody. Yeah, I would put him. He's not Daryl, unfortunately. And honestly, sorry, Andrew, it's too easy. He's just a little aggressively Caucasian. Sheesh. I don't know about this stud. Let's see. Oh my God, and this is the biggest fucking offense. Is this fucking orange hat? He's like trying to make this his thing, and I'm not really about it, to be honest. It looks like a base pro fishing hat. It's got a couple of them in here. Um, yeah, see, it's like showtime. No, Andrew, come on. Don't fucking. What is this? Some sort of like bastardized TiVo? I'm not digging this. Fantastic fencer, but oh my God, get rid of this fucking like it. European. Where's the worst one? He's a good looking guy. I mean, like, I would be taking pictures like this if I was this handsome. So I totally get it. But lose the hat, sir, please. There's one atrocious picture on here. Look, there it is again. Like, he's just like, oh my God. This is only hat. I'm sure of it. Christ. Whatever. Enough roasting Andrew. Andrew's a cool guy. He's got great saber. Horrific fashion sense. I would put him down here. This was a purely a fashion thing. Epee. Done. But he is also a fencer, and this is about fencing. While we're at it, unfortunately, wife beater Andrew goes down here, and oh, come on, man, come on, not a good look. But whatever, he's amazing. I'm a big fan, but lefty, so can't be too saucy if you're a lefty. All right, Gabe or Short King, shout out 5557 gang. I think he's got a lot of power for his stature. You know, he's really compact, so he makes up for it with a lot of like explosivity. I actually did a training camp with him and Cyrus of Chaos once, Andrew Fishel, but it was really cool. I think compared to the other people, maybe sometimes he doesn't look as like impressive or flashy, but when you're actually on the strip with him, he's a predator for sure. He's less like and he's like willing to go for line a lot, and I appreciate that. He's got some little bounces and stuff. No, Gabe, that's unfortunate, but I like him a lot. Is he like as iconic as some of the other people on this list? No. Um, I think he's still quite cool. I'm gonna put him below Andrew. I'm so cold. I gotta snuggle up in my blankie. Jesus Christ. Just moved into a new place and like in the mornings I can like see my breath in the kitchen because it's so shittily insulated, but whatever. All right, this one is Chris Walker. So Chris isn't like as active on the circuit anymore. So this is gonna be kind of an older video, I think. I think I got like a 2 year or 4 year one. Um yeah, 2 years. Dude, I'm so cold. Waste. He's got a super, super jittery style. Let's go. Loves the close distance parries. I'm a big fan of that. You know, anytime someone has like the guts to just go for like a forward parry or something really aggressive in the middle, I love that shit. Um, here, I actually I like this video of him a lot. Is him against Daryl Homer. Super, super like frenetic footwork to the point where like it would be incredibly gross on anyone else, but they're just tiny feet. Like when your coach is like small steps, he means like Chris Walker steps, personally. I think sometimes he can get a little showboaty. There's like a junior Olympics or something, some sort of like French competition he was at where yeah. And his defense, like he's just like, oh, he's so lanky and stretched out. It's just so fun to watch. Um, but yeah, he can get a little showboaty sometimes, and that can get him into trouble. People pick his wrist if he's taken, too long or just trying to go a little too hard on the march. But I think it more than makes up for it with the flash that he provides. Let me see if I can find a good clip. Like, see, come on, that's a great advantage. Right there. See? Exactly. It's like he's trying to get way too like and then he gets stop cutted. So fantastic fencer. I think he's really cool. One of the more unique styles on the strip for sure. The boy Saucy. Let's see. Mitchell. I fuck with Mitchell heavily. Everyone knows this bout by now. It got like reposted to Instagram like a bajillion. Oh, yep. Jay Rib. So yeah, everyone's seen that on Instagram a bunch of times. People put the fucking stupid little like the light flashes, the little neon light flashes. I'm not a fan of that, but um, let's see, Mitchell. He has this kind of like when I first started watching him, I was like, why is this dude always on his wow? Like, come on! Look at this shit. Bye bye. That's swag. That's like that's some foil shit, unfortunately, but it was really cool. Um, yeah, when I first started watching Mitchell, I was like, this dude is like tippy toes kind of little princess, you know? And he's I don't know, it looked very dainty. But I've actually it's grown on me quite a bit. I think it's really cool. Um, this audio too much right now. He's kind of got like this like when he's fencing. That's see like just the fact that you're willing to go for that, pretty sick. Wrap around carry two or something. He's very light-footed. I love the way he like walks back on guard after a touch. He's like very like, oh, huh. Um, so yeah, I totally thought he had like a pretentious fencing style, but I really like it. I think it's very light. A lot of people, like especially like beginner and intermediate fencers, have like trouble like stomping the feet when they go really fast, but he's able to maintain a really good like acceleration and speed while still being like very light. I think definitely one of the cooler guys on the strip. And he's got the frosted tips too sometimes. I'm gonna put him above Chris. All right, Chris. All right, Grant Williams. Oh, need to put on my sunnies for this one. The boy is a little pink. He's a little bright sometimes. Let's see. Fucking whee, flashbang. But yeah, Grant is a lefty, so unfortunately you're not gonna be saucy. I know I put Chris up in the saucy tier, but whatever. Let's see. Grant. Where are you? I think Grant has a really fun defense to watch. It's very bouncy. Um, and in general too, I think that defense has the potential to be more engaging visually because the current meta right now is like, on attack, you're just kind of trundling forward, you're hopping, you're taking your time, you're trying to just finish with the counterattack, and that's all well and good. But on defense, it's like you have to be 10 times as proactive, just because the odds are so stacked against you. Um, so it's like you just see way more blade actions, way more distance breaks, funky stuff like point in line, step and parries. And Grant's really good at all this stuff. Let me see if I can find a decent clip of him being a bouncy little defense boy. Rip. Uh, I mean, that's what happens when you stand up on a parry, right? Let's see. Oh, let's go. Come on, Grant. Yes, sir. I don't know about that handful. Show me some Grant Williams defense. You're gonna have to take my word for it. Whatever. I'll find it later. I might splice it in. Dude, Grant's just not going back off the line on this one, I guess. Good for him. Dude, he's like tried that four parry, like, or three, I guess, way too many times. See? Bouncy boy. Great camo. Anyways, Grant, he's cool. I want you to attack more. He's stylish. He has the potential to be stylish. He's not as cool as Gabe, I'm gonna be honest. Sorry. It is what it is. All right, another big hitter. Eli. Where are you at, Eli? We're about to listen to some great music. Whoa! Okay, there we go. Jesus. So yeah, this is one of the bouts he's most well known. Well, one of the touches he's most well known for. Super good about staying in distance and just waiting for. Like how are you not gonna like that? Eli's a cool guy for sure. I don't, God, this music sucks. Sorry, I don't know. Fencing, the fencing community, not to be super pretentious. I listen to Mitski. Um, but I think as a whole, at least media like wise, like um, content producers, whatever, content creators, garbage taste in music. I'm sorry. It's all weird, horrible techno pop or whatever this is. Copyright's a bitch for sure, but I would rather listen to just the audio than that. So yeah, Eli, again, lefty, unfortunately, right? He'd be way cooler if he was a righty, but he's kind of got like a Korean style hop thrown in. I'm always a big fan of that. It's just like a really easy way to look stylish and cool. Um, he has like the potential to be like looking a little clumsy on defense, but the fact that he's willing to stay so close in the action the entire time, I think it makes his fencing like really engaging and fun to watch. Um, and he's just, I mean, world number one at some point. So he's goated for sure. Great, but ooh, that was almost a cross. I don't know about that one. That was a little ugly, but whatever. Let's see. Ooh, I love the counter time parrier post. Let's see, definitely in the saucy. No question about that. I would say, like, is anyone cooler than Daryl? Dude, side note about Daryl. My first like year fencing, I was going through the whole back catalog of Sydney Sabre stuff, and I saw his like a bunch of his bouts, and I was like, you can flunge. What the fuck? And so then I DM'd him on Instagram, and I was like, Mr. Homer. You've inspired me to take up your flunge. It's so cool. Keep doing what you're doing. And he was like, hell yeah, brother, right on. So shout out Daryl for DMing a little tiny saber baby. Mm. All right. That's Erwin Kai, Mr. Big Unit Defense himself. Let's see. Oh, versus Gabe. Gabe has a funny ass clip in here where she calls it the ref calls it simultaneous, and he like kneels down. He's like, if you're not sure, just oh no, she calls it for Irwin, and he's like, if you're not sure, just say it's simultaneous. And then Dagmar Wozniak in the back is like, yeah, it's great. Irwin Kai, he's one of the more physically intimidating people. He's up there with Daryl just in terms of strip presence. And a lot of people. Oh, he's gonna do it again. Yeah, there you go. I love it. I'm in no position to be talking about people's yells. I've been known to scream for one light touches against me, so I should shut the fuck up. But let's see, Irwin. You know, people. I guess it's like if you haven't fenced him before, or like if you haven't watched him before, it's like you're not expecting him to move as explosively as he does, but he does a great job of controlling the middle all the time. Hardly ever gives it up. And he again he goes for line a fair amount of the time, and I respect that so much. I think line is one of the most fun actions to pull off and to watch, from a spectator perspective. So yeah, is there any other good clips in here? Ugh, bleh, that's swag. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I feel about the leg kicking up. Ziad does that a lot too. It's got a lot of potential for style. It's like if you do that and then you land a touch on someone, like you fucked on them, plain and simple. But if you get counterattacked or you get carried, whatever, like you just look like a fool. So I would say Irwin. I wish I would see more of him. I'm gonna say stylish. Sorry, Gabe. Sometimes I think he has the potential to be a little more swag than you. Sorry. Let's see. Kamar. Yeah, I'm gonna renege on that. I think I can't put big unit defense in Joe Schmo. Who am I kidding? There's a great clip. Maybe I can splice it in here, but of him at the Tarun like junior whatever, right? Um, Against some French guy. Goes one, two. There's like four parry twos in a row. Gets the fourth one. And it's just like, come on, dude, break your saber. Like it's over for you, Mr. Frenchie. You're done. All right. Kamar. Another one of my faves. There's a more recent bout of his, but um, let's see. He's super fast. I'm pretty sure he's a Nelia kid. Terrence Lasker was coaching him at some point. All the Nelia kids are ridiculously speedy and just like super twitchy. I think he's got great acceleration, great middle game. He's on podiums fairly often too. I think he's really cool. Um, I think he can be a tad whiny with the refs sometimes, but it's like whatever. It's this Sabre, we're all drama queens anyways. Who cares? He's on the right here. Initial attack. No. Oh, what's up, Andrew? Let's see. Yeah, super small steps. Love that he starts with the back foot too. Just great control of his footwork and his distance in general. Let's go indeed. There's a kind of a boring one of his. I'm gonna pull up an older one of his, and maybe that will be cooler. I think Komarski and Luke Linder. This is like when they were in juniors or something. Yeah, this is. What's he doing? Yeah, this is a great bout. He just looks so fucking cool. He's a little that's sick. The closeouts are very nice. I don't know if you planned that or if you just missed, but yeah, it's like he stands up a little too much on the on guard to look like cool, in my opinion. Um, but he's still like able to generate like a crazy amount of power and speed from like a relatively vertical position. So yeah, let me see. Is there any other cool touches he has? Yeah, I love those like gliding like attack nose that just kind of turn into remises. Those are so sick. Like maybe not the most technical action, but it's tight. Ooh, rip. But he looked cool while he got counterattacked. You know, that's half the battle. I'm a sucker for any sort of circular blade motions, and he does a lot of that. I'm gonna say that Mar. Um, he's cooler than Eli, despite being lower ranked. I think Eli is amazing, but he can look a little awkward, and his yell is kind of silly sometimes. Oh, I don't know. It's a little high pitched. Whatever. Khalil, where you at? Khalil's super fucking cool as a person too. I mean, I think he's really cool for being like mental health. Boom, you know, he's very candid about that. So I think that's sick. Those are disgusting shoes, though. I'm not a fan of the neons. Yeah, so it's like he lost that touch, but he still was like big blade actions, willing to stay in like the actual touch for a hot minute too. Like a lot of people would have just immediately gone to the end of the strip there, I think, in the face of that acceleration. Maybe that would have been a better move, but who cares? Ooh, let's go, baby. Come on. And then just like the steezy ass, like, oh yeah, walking back. I did that. It was good, you know? That's great. I fucking love Khalil. And his on guard is cool. It's kind of got that like slightly Korean, like ever so slightly like leaning forward, kind of like rocket position. I think that's tight. I wish my on guard looked like that. I'm like very like I'm on balance. Ooh, unfortunate. One more, because I love Khalil so much. Sheesh! Boom! And he still got the parry at the end too. Yeah, Khalil is so fucking swag. It's ridiculous. Is he cooler than Kamar? I'm gonna put him in front of Kamar, but like they're both super tight. But Khalil is like just a little bit more, just a tad. I don't know. I let's say that there you go. All right, Andrew Dodo, the Dodo bird. I think Andrew is a fantastic fencer. His on guard is like I've seen this at a couple different schools where it's like, you know, on guard is typically taught like, damn it, I'm out of frame. It's like here, like in line with the elbow. He kind of puts it like a little lower, um, like there. And it's just to like cover up like the low line and stuff. Like if someone's coming up for like a sweeping two or three or whatever. Um, I think on some people it can look cool. I think a lot of women saberists make it look like extremely stylish, but it just looks like a little awkward. I think his on guard is like, if I didn't know he was like an elite fencer, I'd be like, huh? And like maybe you shouldn't be judging people off on guards. Maybe that's why I'm still in E. Let's see. He gets like a super swag stop cut or like sky hook or something right here. Yeah, he's got a lot of power for sure. Um, I like him a lot, but I just feel like he's got like no like shot. He doesn't have like a ton of flair, but he's an extremely, extremely elite, competent fencer. Like, come on, that's textbook. Let's go. And I love that it was on Ziad. Well, we'll talk about Ziad soon. Jesus Christ. All right. Bye 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 bye. Where's the fencing? Yeah, it's cool. It's just I don't know. It's hard to put into words, but like he's just like he's getting great touches. He's making fantastic actions, but it's like he's just not looking that cool, unfortunately. He does cool stuff with bad style, I would say. And seeing as this is a purely opinionated and stylistic thing, I don't think he's like terrible, right? But like he's just kind of like, it's Andrew Dodo. It's cool. I just wish it was like more flair. I don't know. I can't really describe it. Shaneberg. Honestly, let's see. Let's reassess right now because maybe I'm being too generous here. Mm, let's see. Saucy, duh, 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 duh. Eli, I don't know. Chris Walker is very cool. I'm gonna stay with all this. And Mitchell might be cooler than Eli. I'm sorry, Eli, if by some slim chance you see this. You're a sicko. You're cool. But the young guns, they're getting you. Um, can I move anyone down here? Damn. Gabe, you might gotta be. Yeah, you might have to be in Joe Schmo. Sheesh. You're cooler than Andrew for sure, but whatever. That's all right. Yeah, it's good. I'm like leaning towards putting Irwin in Joe Schmo, but like I'm saying, that one clip from the Tarun Cup, that was just so funny. You got to give it. Daryl goes in there again because Daryl's so fucking. He's just attractive, dog. Like, come on. All right, Jonah Shaneberg. Oh, what's up, Andrew? And Chris Walker in the background, star-studded. Jonah, I think he's got probably the coolest on guard on the circuit right now. This dude looks like a fucking action figure. Like, just sick. Like, everything is like where it should be. Its physique is just like super, just like, it's mean, it's super tight. I love it. Woo! And then like his like a big part of your swag as a saber fencer, um, is the walk away after you score like a mean parry or post or a touch, right? It's like some people are super amped, they're like, yo, like, and like they're kind of like skipping back, but it's like I love the one where it's like boom, you make the touch and they just kind of lose all like the bones in their body, they just go like jello mode. They're like, oh. Yeah, I'm so steezy. It's great. Foilers do that too much. Is it? Is it the one after this? We'll see. Like he's just, it's great. Poor Andrew. Yeah, I fucking love Jonah. Jonah's sauced. In fact, Jonah's just below Daryl, in my opinion. Ugh, Ziad. Ziad is a great fencer, and I'm sure he's a great guy, but he makes me want to throw up anytime I see him doing anything. Like, what is going on here, Ziad? Anytime he goes on guard, this fool looks like fucking Marcialis, right? And let's see, okay, if you don't know who Marcialis is, he's a Alexander, fucking idiot, molasses. Let's see if we can find an on-card picture of him. Yeah, it's like he's like super hunched over, and it's fine because it's foil. You know, it's like I could see how you like maybe you're trying to do some angulation or whatever. And he's also like 9 feet tall. You know, Ziad is not fucking 9 feet, and he's still like doing the mossy. He's like this. It's disgusting, quite honestly. Um, Everything about his fencing is just kind of gross. He's always hunched over. I've got bad posture too, so what am I to say, right? But and he does the side step too, which is like, I don't know, to me, it's unnecessary. And there's a reason that you don't see more people doing it because it doesn't accomplish anything, in my opinion. It's like you can make an argument for the side step being like kind of mind gaming thing, like, oh man, like I'm over here now, blah, 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 right? But in Sabre, right, we cut on a plane. So it's like if I'm going cut three, it doesn't help me at all if I'm over here because I'm still hitting on a straight plane, right? Same thing with all the other cuts, four, five, even two. You know, the only argument I could see for this is like sidestepping and then hitting like a weird angulated like two coming up or whatever, right? I could see a move like this working more in foil, you know, where angulation matters a little bit more and you can get like some weird like over the back, like hit flank, whatever, right? But we hit in planes and it's so easy to hit already. It feels like he's trying too hard to add like a little flair, like a personal flair to his fencing, and it just looks super fucking ugly. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ziad. Anytime he's on, I'm rooting against him just because it looks atrocious, and I would not want anyone to see that. Oh, like he just I don't. It's just painful to watch. I'm never gonna be as good as Zion, right? Let's make no bones about it. Zion is amazing, amazing at Saber, but you can be amazing and still be like, like he's just kind of like when other people stretch out, it looks cool, but this guy's just got negative drip. I am sorry, gross. And sometimes he gets really excessive with the kicking out the front foot too on some of the marches, and it looks incredibly unathletic in my opinion. Sorry, Ziad, you are the sole occupier of the epee tier alongside, dude, you go underneath tank top wife beater Andrew. Jesus. Alrighty. This looks like an okay list. I think I'm just easily impressed by people in general, and that's why it turned out this way. Um, but yeah, like I said, all these guys are incredible fencers. The circuit would be worse without any or what am I saying? I don't know. If any of them left the circuit, it would be worse. It would be less entertaining. I'm glad that they all occupy space where they do. Uh Especially Ziad. So yeah, thanks for watching. Who knows what else I'm gonna do with this shit, but try not to box myself in. But we'll see. Thank you.